Good morning. It's Sunday and the start of a new vlog. So if you watched last week's vlog, if you watched it all the way to the end, I said I was gonna finish the Warrior Princess of Pennyroyal Academy today, but I actually ended up finishing it last night. And I didn't wanna film this morning and then just put it at the end of last week's vlog because I'm pretty sure that vlog is going to be pretty long. I haven't edited it yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be kind of long because I had reviewed A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, and I know I talked quite a bit about that. Now I want to talk about the Warrior Princess of Pennyroyal Academy. And I don't know, I keep toying with how I feel like I should have rated it because so I gave it 5 stars, but I think I might have to take it down to 4. And the reason for that is because there's a few reasons. The first being like the storyline of this one, I didn't love as much. I don't know, I did, but I didn't. So essentially they don't get to start their 3rd year of schooling because they are attacked and ambushed by witches at the very beginning of the story, and the academy is under siege. So our main character and her group of friends decide to try and save the academy, and they are sent on this kind of quest to get this magical item from Rumpelstiltskin's brother. To do so, they have to take another magical item to kind of trade and barter for it. I don't know. I think I just had seen in my own head and envisioned where this story was going to go, and it didn't go in the direction that I was hoping, which is fine. But I think I've had my expectations a little too high, so then they just weren't met. And Remington wasn't really in this book as much, which actually really made me sad because I not only like him and Evie, like their little romance, but I just actually like him as a character. He's very kind, but very like kingly, even though he's young. Like I just really like him. And so I was really sad that he wasn't along because he had to stay back, and he stayed back at the academy when they're under siege. I kind of feel like I wasn't fully into the book until like I was 70% of the way done. And at that point, Evie was reunited with her family, and they went back to the academy, and the battle began against the witches, where they would try to overcome the witches. And at this point, we're also starting to get more answers, but we're actually starting to get a little bit more questions too. And then by the very end of the book, we're given all the answers we need. But I don't know. There's this scene in the first book when she's looking into the dragon's blood, because dragon blood, you can kind of see futures, sort of. It's kind of like a prophecy, but it doesn't have to be fulfilled. It's kind of weird. It could be the future. Anyway, she looks in it, and she's there with Remington, and he says something to her, and I was really hoping that we would see that specific scene at the end of this book, and we didn't, so I was kind of disappointed in that too. But I mean, it makes sense. I understand why that's not in there now, because I don't know. I think I went into this one with too much expectation and was let down just a teensy bit. So I think I'm gonna have to down it to a 4. Even though I did like it. I liked it a lot. And there were two really good redemption arcs for characters, and I was really happy about that. We find out who the Warrior Princess is, and I like who it is, and I like how it was done, but there's someone else that I think that could have been it, and I was kind of sad that didn't happen. There was a good opportunity for that to happen. I just feel like the book kind of left us on this little cliffhanger, and not really a cliffhanger. It just was kind of open-ended a little bit in some aspects. And honestly, I would read another book. Like, I wish there was either another series branching off of this one with the same characters and the same similar storyline, because I really love the world. I love the characters. I love the idea, and I need to know more. Like, I want to know more. I feel like some of my answers or my questions I want to know more about. Like Evie's true family. Like, I want to know more about that. There's just a lot of things I want from this book, and I didn't get it, and I was kind of sad. However, I still highly recommend this series. It's so good, and it was really funny. My sister finished it about an hour before I did. And so as I was coming up upon new things, I would text her, and then I finally finished it. But it was nice to be able to talk to someone as I was reading it, because it's hard to talk in this and not give away too much. Anyway, today's Sunday. I've rambled way too long, and I'm sorry, but this will probably be the bulk of this vlog because I'm not sure how much I'll read. I won't read anything probably today, and if I do, it'll be purely homework, and I could possibly pick up my Enneagram book just to read a little bit of, but more than likely I'm not going to read, and I'm just going to use this day to chill before the week picks up and I have classes and a lot of reading and homework to do next week. So assuming this week might be kind of slow, we'll see. But tomorrow is February 1st, so I'll probably start reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I think that's going to be the first book that I read. That's where I'm at this Sunday morning. It's been snowing like crazy, and I'm not here for it, so I'm gonna drink my tea, and then I'm gonna play a little bit of Animal Crossing because I haven't played that in quite a while. I've been choosing books over shows and games lately, and that says a lot because I love my games and my shows. So we'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Good morning and happy Monday. I have class tonight, so I need to do all of these readings. I have like a bunch of different readings that I have to do and watch a slight video. So I need to do those, and then I plan on kind of finishing up. I gotta touch up January's. I gotta finish it up, but for the most part, I had a great month, which is awesome. And then I am, at some point today, when I have time, going to start The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So that's super exciting. I'm super pumped for that. And also I need to change that calendar because it's no longer January, but February. I have a pretty productive, hopefully, day ahead of myself in class tonight. So we'll see how that goes. I was not productive over the weekend, so I need to start being. I kind of like to use my weekends as not being productive. So I also need to listen to like a podcast. I don't know if it's a podcast or not. I have to re-listen to an hour-long episode of something from another class. So I might listen and play like Animal Crossing because that is very, you don't have to think, and I need to do that. And I can't just sit and listen. Like, I can't do that. I need to be doing something else. And so yeah, that's my plan today. Okay, so finally I've gotten to a point where I can go ahead and pick up The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I took the book cover off because it's just gonna annoy me if I keep it on. So I can read about a half hour before I have to kind of start getting ready for class. I'm gonna make like a snack and a drink and tidy up a little bit. That is what I'm going to do right now. Hello! So I started this book last night, and it's like 6:30, almost 6:40 the next day. I haven't read today. All I had to work and then kind of ran some errands. But I got to page 90, which is actually the start of part 2 in this book. It's super interesting. It kind of flip-flops between present day and kind of Addie as she is growing up. She was born in 1791, so she is essentially 323 at the present time. But it's super interesting. It talks about like the past is kind of going through how she came to be and how she kind of sold her soul. But it's super interesting so far. It's not one that's like super captivated me yet. It's super easy to read and just like kind of go through, and I don't know. I'm hoping that, I don't know. I have some thoughts about where this could possibly go, but I don't know if that'll actually happen. So I'm going to read more tonight, and we shall see. I'm hopefully going to get this done. It's like 440 pages, but I'm going to try to finish it by Thursday or Friday. It just stinks because I have like class and work through this week as well, so it's just hard to read as much as I have been, but I'm really gonna try. I'm really gonna try. So that is my life right now, and that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. So I guess I will check in throughout the day tomorrow as I continue reading. Hello, happy Wednesday. It's already 5 o'clock in the evening, which sucks because I have not read at all today, and I only read like 25 pages yesterday. It's not, I don't know, it's not my favorite right now, just because like I don't know, I just can't really get into the story yet. Like, it's just not drawing me in that much. We did just get a change of perspective, which was really interesting. We got a male's point of view, some random guy that I'm assuming we're going to learn more about. I don't know. I need to just sit down and read, but I have not had time, and right now I need to do a fairly big-ish, it's not big, it's just a lot of an assignment. I just have to answer and kind of define a bunch of cataloging terms, which is, defining terms always just takes a little while. So hopefully once I get that done, I can read for the day, but I just haven't really gotten into this book yet, which is kind of sad. Any hoosers, we're supposed to get an ice storm apparently tomorrow, I think, which stinks because I have to work, and I don't want to have to go into work if we're gonna get an ice storm because I don't want to drive home. I've been eating some chewy sweet tarts and drinking some tea that I probably really shouldn't be drinking because it's already 5 o'clock, and it's tea, whatever, but still. Okay, well, I really don't have much to say, so I don't know why I'm rambling about nothing. I've done absolutely nothing today. I had class, which I really do like my class. The class I had today is Conceptual Foundations, and basically we were just talking about like libraries as third places and as like third spaces, and we had to listen to a podcast called The Room of Requirement, and so it's kind of like, is the library similar to the Room of Requirement? And if you've read Harry Potter, that's where we were getting the Room of Requirement from. But it was really interesting, and it was really good talking about it. It was just purely discussion today, and just talking about the neutrality of libraries, and like libraries have always been looked at as a place of neutrality, but they really aren't, and they really shouldn't be. So it's a topic that if you want to get into it, it can get pretty deep, and it can get pretty difficult to find an answer to. But I'm gonna work on these terms so that I can go read. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning and happy Thursday. It started to rain. It changed rain. Well, okay, so I was supposed to work, but the place that I work closed today because we are supposed to be getting this ice storm. And earlier this morning, it was like really peacefully snowing, and it was really pretty. And I went to get the mail, and it like wasn't cold, it wasn't windy, it was great. But now it's no longer snowing, it's just raining, and so it's gonna turn to ice. But I made a little London fog for this morning, and I'm gonna read my book because I didn't get to read at all yesterday because I was doing a bunch of schoolwork. And so I'm excited to continue reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I don't know. I think I just need to get a little bit further into it. I feel like it's still in the beginning parts of like kind of getting you used to the storyline and getting you used to the character. And so I think it's just taking a while for me to get into it. I did really like the first part though. It's flip-flopped back and forth a lot between the 1700s and like today, which was 2014. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna read quite a bit today. I think I have class tonight, but nothing else really to do. So I'm gonna skip homework today, and I'm just gonna read and enjoy it and get iced in. Gotta love Iowa weather. Okay, it's like really snowing now, and I love it. I have read a couple chapters, and I think it's starting to pick up a little bit. I'm starting to like it a little more. I don't know, maybe I was just like kind of in a weird mood that I wasn't kind of liking it. I don't know. but I'm starting to like it a little bit better. Maybe it was just those chapters that were kind of odd. Who knows? Okay, a couple more chapters, and it finally has gotten interesting in a way that I'm like, ooh, okay, now I want to keep reading. So, all right, it only took 137 pages for me to be like super drawn in, but that's fine. Here we go. I have a current, man, the wind is crazy. I have a current thought right now about how this is gonna go and why so many people would be like devastated at the end of this book. I take back what I said. It makes no sense now, I feel like, so just disregard what I said. I just got to part 4 and I'm very confused about Henry. I'm a little over halfway now, so I still have half of this book to go, which is kind of crazy. So hello. So I did just get done filming a video. Today's Saturday and I need to edit and upload that video now. I've been really bad about getting my Saturday videos ready, but I just did a video on authors that I want to read in 2021, or just authors that I want to read in general that I've never read before. But anyway, update on this book. This has been a really slow week for me with reading, and there were 2 days that I couldn't read. Like, I didn't even record yesterday because I could not read. I probably could have, but I worked all day. I got home at 5 and then I showered, and then my husband and I went and literally just got groceries. Got home at like 8:30, 8:45. Then we had to kind of organize and put all the groceries and stuff away. And then we started watching Cars at 9:40. So I did not have time to read. Anyway, I am at a little past part 5, which is page 309. You guys, I'm not loving this book, to be honest. I don't know. I just don't really find the characters that, at least, okay, I like Addie. I do really like her character, but I kind of like reading about her character more as she is in the first like 50 years of her curse. I don't really care for Henry a whole lot. Like, I don't know. I don't really care for his point of view. I don't know. I don't love it. Like, I only have that much left. So I don't know, like, is the best part of the book in that section, or like, I don't know. I find myself getting bored by his storyline. Like, when he's talking, I just like don't, or like when it's his perspective, I just don't find myself as engaged. With Addie's section though, I do kind of find myself more engaged and enjoying it a little bit more, but still, like, I don't know. It's just not my type of book, I guess. I feel bad that I'm saying I don't love it, but it's just not my thing. But I'm gonna read a lot today. I also need to clean my house, so I'm not sure how much reading I'll get done. I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. I don't know if that'll happen, but I hate that I only read one book this week. It like is actually paining me because the last 2 weeks I read 2 or 3 books each week, and now I'm reading. It's taking me 1 week to read a whole book, so. And I'm also not super looking forward to Ready Player 2, just because I don't know if it's gonna be living up to the hype, but that's gonna be the next book I read after this one. I don't know, guys. I am excited for The Maze Runner though, because I think I will like that. I just need to go into things with a better headspace. But I'm disappointed. This had so much hype and so much love. People are saying absolutely 5 stars, but right now I'm thinking this is like a 3-4 star maybe. But that's where I'm at, so. I'll try to check in tonight to close out this vlog and maybe have just a couple more things to say about it. Okay, so I didn't get much of my book read today. I read like 2 chapters and that was about it. So I'm just gonna end this vlog here. I just don't have much to say about it. I've kind of said everything about it already that I think. I guess we'll see next week if I enjoyed it, and I don't have super high hopes for it, to be honest. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.